We've seen examples of some pretty sketchy policing over the last few weeks. Notably, we saw a slow speed chase where a member of An Garda Síochána, the Irish police force, chased a man leisurely jogging after him in Dublin until he got so tired that he had to stop. And then said policeman beat him to the ground with his baton until reinforcements arrived. Many, many instances on the feed if you check back over the last few weeks. But I've got another couple of gems for you here today. This one, first one, involves a Deliveroo driver on his e-bike or e-scooter. Some questionable driving here by the police where they seem to ram him off the road. They obviously want to talk to this man. He then takes off like a proverbial bat out of hell on foot with his delivery strapped to his back and plod, charging, or should I say, bouncing down the street after him, failed to catch him. So that's a little bit of a spoiler alert in that one. Sorry about that. Next video that I have is taken from the streets of Dublin, where again, some questionable practices going on with regards to arresting suspects. One of them running around the road, flapping his arms like an ostrich and shrieking like a hyena. I kid you not. So we're going to look at the first instance here. And of course, don't be afraid to leave me your thoughts, comments, and opinions below. Am I being too hard on these cops, or are they an absolute shambles? You can tell me. This first clip is police in England. The second one is Gardaí, Irish police in Dublin. So make of this what you will. There he goes. There he goes. Look at this. Just quit. Yeah. Still running. Let's look at that one again, only this time without the sound. So you can see the cops mounting the pavement there to knock this guy off his bike or his scooter. He goes bolting off down the road. And to be fair to him, he's got a big backpack on. These two here start off quite well, but they run out of puff very, very quickly. As you can see, this guy manages about 100 yards, 100 meters. Then he gives up. And his partner really wasn't, his heart was not in the chase either. And look, the Deliveroo or the Just Eat driver is still running away. Like he's still going. He doesn't need an e-scooter. He doesn't need a bike. He's got a good set of legs. While these pair here make their way back to the squad car. And the question is as well, whenever they do this maneuver, as you can see, two of them exit the vehicle pretty quickly with the lights still flashing. I don't know if there were anyone else in that car, but in the short time that they exited that to give chase to this guy, who was minding the car? With the keys still in the car, the lights were still on, the sirens were still flashing, or that buzzer noise was still going. Was the car running? Did they have time to take the keys out of it? Could someone have got in? Could the guy have done a loop and came back and drove off in the squad car? So many questions. So should they have been able to catch this guy? Or at the very, very least, guys, at the very, very least, should they have given chase a little bit further than what they did? As you can see, they gave up pretty quickly. Maybe not even 50 meters before they threw in the towel and decided that enough was enough. So the guy's scooter's left there, by the looks of it, underneath the front of that squad car. But they fail to get their man, and they were in a real hurry to get him, and he was in a real hurry to get away. So the question is, what did he have in that box? Now, let's hop across to Dublin. We're going to see another scene here with An Garda Síochána trying to arrest two men. One of them does a baby ostrich mixed with a hyena impression in the centre of Dublin. Hear that guy screaming as he takes off? Hear him screaming as he takes off? Now, I'm going to play that again quickly, but This lady with the ponytail hanging out of the back of her baseball cap, she's talking to this guy on the left. She does end up arresting him, but before she does, look at how close she's standing to this suspect. Okay, she's standing real close to this guy. She's got her arms by her side. I would say, take it or leave it, she should be keeping arm's length from this chap and at least be ready because you don't know. You don't. No one knows what anyone's going to do when they get arrested, especially randomers on the street of Dublin. So she's very, very close to this guy, and her partner, who's a male, decides to take off and fails again to catch the guy who's running around like a baby ostrich. So we'll see this one again here, and you can make of this what you will. There he goes. Now, this guy could be, again, I don't know who these people are. I have no idea who they are. And by the looks of it, neither do the Gardaí. But what I'm saying is, if they're being suspected of something and they're trying to be apprehended, this guy is free, as you can see, to run around on a busy street in Dublin. He could be carrying something. He could be under the influence of something. He could be mentally unstable. He could be about to do something really, really bad. The point is, we don't know. And if the guards stopped him under suspicion, and the guy on the left here that you do see talking to this female guard that did get arrested, the question is, why were they stopping them? And when they were in the position they had to make an arrest, why was this guy allowed to run away, shrieking up and down in traffic? There's motorbikes, there's private vehicles driving up and down there. That looks like a taxi that's about to pass this guy. There's a lot of pedestrians on the street. Could be a lot of vulnerable people there. There could be tourists there. They're going to be looking onto this site going, what the heck is happening here in Dublin? Now, there was a Garda squad car, looked like it was pulling off of the back of that. I'm just saying, this is what's happening. And there's no, you get it wrong. People get it wrong. I get that. But the amount of videos that are coming out at this point in time showing very questionable practices by members of whatever police force is applicable to try and arrest people on the streets, and they either show a lack of knowledge when it comes to restraint techniques, or a lack of physical fitness when it comes to chasing down suspects, is quite shocking. And I know some people have left the question, oh, well, what are you talking about, Rick? You know, you don't look so fit. You couldn't chase those people down. Correct. But then again, I'm not a frontline police officer or member of An Garda Síochána. I'm not expected to go chasing criminals down the street. If I was, I would like to think that I would have a basic level of fitness that would allow me to do that, or at least enough training to allow me plus one other person to take someone down and restrain them most of the time. I know not all of the time that's possible, but most of the time. So, two more examples of inept policing, incompetent policing, cringe-worthy policing here. What do you think? Leave me your thoughts, comments, and opinions below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and share the content. Just cut and paste the link, drop it into your Facebook groups, your WhatsApp groups, your Instagram groups, send it on an email, do whatever you want. Send it to people you love, send it to people you hate. Either way, let's get the word out there. I'm Rick Munn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media. Over and out.